Hello, Movie Club. It's your friendly neighborhood college student here to offer my little insight on Nightmare Before Christmas. And let me start off by saying that I am almost 20 years old and could not get through this movie. I got about 20 minutes in, and it was so evocative of childhood terror that I had to stop. It is, I would argue, it is the most terrifying children's movie of all time. Definitely in our generation. I don't know what else is to come. Or I don't really keep up on children's movies now, so maybe there's something worse. But no, this is pretty terrifying. I mean, it makes sense. You start off with the director, obviously Tim Burton. Everything that he does is got a real creepy feel, got a darker feel to it. Very weird movies. And I'm sort of hit and miss with Tim Burton because some things he do are so fantastic. You know, I really like Edward Scissorhands. I think that was him. There's some things that he'll do that are just great, and then there are other things that are not as great. I'm not saying that this isn't a good movie. I just can't deal with it. The animation is terrifying. Everything about this movie is terrifying. I was terrified of Oogie Boogie. That thing is a large gambling burlap sack full of bugs that wants to like kill people. How scary is that? That's friggin' terrifying. You cut him open and just bugs fall out of his orifices. That's disgusting and distressing to a small child. That Dr. Finkelstein and his duck lips and his scary head. No, I can't deal with that. Like, the only character in that movie that didn't terrify the shit out of me was Jack, and he's supposed to be the Pumpkin King, like the most scary. I don't know, Jack and Sally were okay. One thing that is fantastic about this movie, though, is the music, and I will always say that. Danny Elfman is a fantastic composer. The music is relatively dark, but not all of it. It's fantastically done in the movie, and then they also have the CD that was released not that long ago, The Nightmare Revisited, which just has a bunch of bands doing their own interpretations of the songs, which is such a cool thing. And if you are a fan of this movie, I definitely recommend checking it out. And if you're not a fan of this movie, I still recommend checking it out because I love it and I can't watch this movie. There's this one scene about halfway through, maybe a little closer to the end, where it's after they took over Christmas, and after they took over Christmas, and Jack leaves this present, and the mom's like, "Oh, what'd you get? Open the box." And he opens the box, and there's a shrunken head. I was like 6 years old the first time I saw this. I was terrified. I can still, every time I watch this movie, like all friends will watch it or whatever, I have to hide behind the couch. I can't deal with it. This is like my own emotional repression coming out. But anyway, I would say on a scale from like 1 to 10, it's maybe like a 7. It's a good movie. Just don't let your kids watch it when they're 6 years old. It's terrifying. It will scar them emotionally like me. I loved The Black Cauldron as a kid. That's a fucking scary movie. But no, everything about this movie is very distressing to me. But it's good. Music's really good. So if you like music, I'd check it out. If you like Tim Burton, he'll definitely like it. Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a scary fucking movie. Peace out, Movie Club.